This is the safest haven. It was built on the back of 2 fallen dead trees. It can be perfectly integrated into the surrounding natural environment, makes the overall structure particularly stable. The interior space is not only large enough to accommodate 1 person, it is also divided into 2 areas, the living room and the bedroom. Even in the middle of nowhere, you can also have a comfortable experience at home. Walker, wandering in the woods today, accidentally stumbled upon 2 collapsed dead trees. In the face of this beard opening, of course he won't miss it. Decide now to transform this place into a livable shelter. He first swung the shovel. Start digging down the clearing on the side of the trunk. Further expand the internal use space. The soil here is soft and dry, not too many hard stones, exceptionally easy to dig. You can shovel up a chunk of dirt with a knock. Soon the pothole reaches the desired depth. Then he turned to the surrounding walls. More detailed finishing. Flatten the uneven place. Make the wall smooth and flat. In order to facilitate the upper and lower potholes, Walker got up and went to the dead tree and saw off some hard trunks. Then swing the axe, according to a certain distance, cut grooves in the trunk. Then the wooden sections are firmly inlaid in. A small wooden ladder is completed. Return to the cave. He starts by marking one side of the wall. Determine the location and size of the fireplace. Then continue to swing the shovel. Carve the space of the furnace inward. In the jungle where the temperature difference between day and night is large, this is the key to survival against severe cold. And he comes down to the surface. Dig from top to bottom. Open up a smoke exhaust pipe. Make sure the smoke can escape the house smoothly. Complete the excavation of the fireplace. Walker brought in 2 more logs and chop a flat one at one end. The cross section allows the 2 logs to fit perfectly. But in order to be stable and not shake, we have to drill holes in the joints. Knock in wooden nails for secondary reinforcement. Then place it on the edge of the pothole, as a load-bearing support when plugging the roof. Then, he brought back a bundle of flexible branches. Start by drilling a row of holes in the supporting logs. Bend the branches one by one. Both ends are fixed between the trunk and the log. Slowly build the curved frame of the roof. The other side of the tree did exactly the same thing. But this time he doesn't need to dig down the hole. It's about creating a space right on the ground, as a bed for daily rest. And in order to make the shape of the hut more beautiful, and he was very particular about the dimensions, keep the frames on both sides basically symmetrical. Finish these. Walker sets off again. Came to a nearby fallen dead tree. Peel large tracts of dry bark from it. This natural material is naturally air-dried, flat and strong. Spread it evenly on the floor of the house. It is equivalent to creating a natural moisture-proof floor. It can isolate the rising moisture underground, make the originally rough mud clean and tidy. It's more comfortable to step on. To add a piece of practical furniture to an empty room, he went back to the dead tree. Find a piece, a complete plank that naturally falls off a tree trunk. Just a little sanding and trimming, it becomes a simple and practical small table board. The width just fits the wall of the house, whether it's eating or leaving belongings, all very suitable. The table is available. The matching bench is naturally indispensable. Walker sought a few more pieces of wood of the same length, spliced them into a foldable support frame. And then we wrap it very tightly around the top, make a breathable mesa. Structural stability. It can also be folded and stored, perfect for the compact interior of the cabin. Complete the interior layout. Walker pulls a roll of twine from his backpack, fixed on the previously built framework in turn. Start blocking the rooftop areas on both sides. And he slips the logs into place along the frame. Each node is then wound and fixed with hemp rope. It's not just a roof, it also forms a solid sidewall. The finished roof structure is unusually solid. Even singing rap on it is no problem at all. To close the gaps between the logs, Walker brings back another pile of almighty moss. And this natural material is not just ubiquitous, it also has good waterproof and thermal insulation effect. It would be perfect to fill in the gaps. And so decorated, it also adds a touch of life to the cabin, better integrated into the surrounding natural environment. As for the entrance and exit of the hut, he decided to place the bed on the side, completely blocked, create a quiet and private space for the lounge area. And the position above the crater remains as a daily entry point. In order to achieve smooth opening and closing of the door panel, he first drilled holes in the door frame. Then splice out the door frame with wooden segments and branches, and reinforced with hemp rope. After confirming that the size fits perfectly with the door frame, arrange tightly and fix the upper wooden section. Form a thick wooden door. Benefit from repeated measurement and comparison in advance. The size is just right. It doesn't get stuck at all when opened and closed. Finally, Walker takes out the remaining moss. Seal the gap between the logs on one side of the bed tightly. Prevent cold air from entering the house. Clean out the outside. The hut is also protected from the wind and rain. To get a good night's sleep, Walker harvested another bale of hay nearby, spread evenly on the bedboard as a mattress. Then he got up and closed the wooden door, isolated from the cold and danger of the outside world. Come into the warm house, dry birch bark as a spark, light the corner fireplace. He also started preparing dinner for today. First, take out a piece of pickled ribs from the backpack, wrapped tightly in tinfoil. Bake slowly over a charcoal fire. Take advantage of this time. He's going to make a refreshing home-cooked dish. Cut the radish into small slices first. Reload for later use. And then we cut a cucumber to match. But it's better to slice than to smash. That's more delicious. Finally, add a few coriander to garnish. Sprinkle with various seasonings. A refreshing and greasy cold salad is complete. At this moment, the cutlets in the fireplace have also been baked just right. Rich meat aroma. The surface of the ribs is golden and shiny. Sizzling grease. Walker cut it into small pieces with a knife. With the freshly made side dishes, simply another meal. After eating, he added some more dry wood to the fireplace, and I pulled the blanket out of my backpack, spread on the upper bed. The first night in this cabin began.